Chapter 1. The latest and greatest. Lately I've been selling off most of my modern video games. Nothing big drama behind it really. Just trying to make some extra money on the side and downsize. I've even considered the possibility of letting go one of my consoles. But so far I have no specific console in mind to do that. I even got around thinking, am I done with the gaming in general? I have collected movies for a couple of years now and amassed 300 Blu-rays or so collection, and I'm pretty happy with it. Movies for me are the easier medium to consume and the most of the time also a cheaper solution. That said, I still have 30 or so physical games and PlayStation Classic console and Super Retro arcade. What to do with the rest of my games? Should I sell, trade, keep, or what? That was the question for now. Chapter 2. Player 1 ready. So I went back to retro. Back to the time pre-loot boxes and pre-microtransactions, when the games were complete from the first day and the extra content was unlockable, not purchasable DLC. It started as a trip back to memory lane, but evolved into so much more than I had anticipated. I played Max Payne 2, Tekken 3, Metal Gear Solid, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, and other classic titles. This has been possible thanks to my PlayStation Classic, Super Retro Arcade, and original Xbox, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 that had some retro games installed via PlayStation Network Store. These classic and mini consoles are great and quickest route to the modern retro getaway with save states, better output options and authentic controllers. So how about the games themselves? How do they hold up? Well, some games definitely hold up better than others, obviously. But if you look behind the pixelated surface, you'll often find gems that were hard as nails, but rewarding also. There was no artificial paywall to distract you from the main event, no tedious load times either. Just plug in and play. Simpler times, I guess. Chapter 3. Not retired, just tired. To my surprise, the effect was positive. The nostalgia kicked in and I went back to the rabbit hole with my original Xbox and PlayStation 1. I even found myself watching videos about retro gaming and listing retro games I still wanted to visit. Nothing major, just a couple of titles I still wanted to add my collection. After all, I still wanted to keep my collection minimalized and snappy, in the sense that it had as few fillers as possible. I'm taking my time with new titles and letting the appreciation sink in. The whole retro game scene got me thinking, was I really done with the gaming, or was I just done with the modern gaming? Done with constant internet connection, tens of gigas of patches, hardware updates, software updates, unfinished products and dumped down gameplay. However, maybe the biggest issue with modern games for me is the way the modern games don't appreciate your time. I mean, these live service titles want you tediously grind day by day and offer you a minimal reward for your daily efforts. I guess that's what I'm really done with. Chapter 4. What comes next? I'm still keeping my PlayStation 4 because it has a crazy amount of classic titles loaded in. Titles like Pac-Man, Metal Slug Collection, Star Wars Razor Revenge, and SNK Game Collection, and so many others. However, I'm going to go through my modern games and seek out the ones that have loot boxes or microtransactions in them. I may even consider getting rid of them. Finally, I called a timeout and unplugged my PlayStation 4 for now. And telling the truth, I haven't really missed it. When it comes back to the living room, I really don't know. We'll have to see.